The stance is still there, but the responsibility isn't.
It's an awesome experience being here.
George W. Bush says he doesn't miss presidential life.
She's like a moth to a candle.
Happy here in rural Africa, fixing up this simple clinic.
Yeah. And is it really good for you?
Oh, it's good for my soul because in the midst of, first of all, I come from a privileged land and a land of plenty. And so when we come to a place where there's deprivation and see such joy, it's a reminder that the human condition can be full of a great spirit.
For 5 years, he says he's made a conscious effort to stay out of the limelight. Few speeches, no conferences, and no criticism of his successor.
It's difficult, and a former president doesn't need to make it harder, as far as I'm concerned. Other presidents have taken different decisions. That's mine.
Slowly, though, he says he's emerging, bringing attention to women's health issues a continent away.
See, we did one of these in Cowboy last year, and there were a lot of women that came, a lot. And
for the opening.
Yeah, it was very special. And they've kept coming.
It wasn't just that one day when the
kinda,
ribbons are cut.
Yeah, everybody, some local guy said, all right, go, President Bush and Mr. Bush are here, make sure you show up. I was like, there's a need.
President Bush says when he's at home in Texas, he spends much of his time painting portraits and landscapes.
They were pretty good.
Well, thank you. You know, when you paint by numbers, it's not that hard.
Here in Zambia, it's the clinic walls getting a fresh coat.
In a way, it's quite spiritual, isn't it? When you know that a lot
really
of such
is.
good
I mean,
work
it's
is going to
really
be done in this
wonderful.
tiny little building.
Yeah, we view it as a mission of mercy, but it's not our mercy. So when you said spiritual, I agree with you. And our motivation is to help save lives.
His current project builds on PEPFAR, a presidential program that provided anti-AIDS drugs to millions of people, mostly in Africa.
There needed to be an impatience because thousands were dying, and kind of the world wasn't responding. And so I guess, I'm kind of an impatient guy.
From an impatient president of a privileged land. Now a volunteer, still with steely-eyed focus, as he tries to find meaning away from the Oval Office.